and culture and to empower young people. And so in North America, one of the problems I've identified in my community is that we're addicted to plastic water bottles. And that's something that I'm aiming to help prevent by changing behavior through programs at my school.
Hi, my name is Simone Karolison from Mafeking, South Africa. We as Africans have gone from hunter-gatherers to being the prey of a merciless force called global warming. Our cultures, ethnic identities, and communities are being slowly but surely phased out by global warming, and we as youth really need to act to stop this and develop a strategy or agenda. That's what we hope to achieve at COP15. Maybe to develop an agenda to ensure that our cultures and ethnic identities are preserved and protected. My project actually deals, one of the facets of my project deals with creating awareness and doing so in a common medium through music. Because people in South Africa and Africa are really rhythmical and into music and dance. So this communicates to, it involves a global, well, for our cultures, it involves everyone, and the youth are very into music, so it attracts them as well. So my project focuses on using music to convey the message. So I actually want to contact the artist, a local artist, and maybe use their clothing line to incorporate my logo onto theirs. Music does not discriminate against ethnic identities or your culture, and communicates in a global language.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophia, I come from Brazil, and in South America we really have this big problem that you might know about the deforestation in the Amazon area. And I'm actually here, I brought it is some artistic crafts that indigenous people did it, and they really need the forest to get their resources to survive about it. And so we're really trying to help them, and my project is based on reforestation in my city. I come from the capital, and we try to implement like artistic stuff with the whole climate changes. And yeah, so we need to, our government in Brazil, he said he would reduce the emissions of CO2, reduce the deforestation at 80%, so we're actually hoping for it. On the COP15, we really want it to happen. That's pretty much it.
Hello, my name is Louise, I'm from Germany, and I was a participant of the Cape Farewell Journey to the Arctic project established by David Buckland to stimulate art founded on scientific research. And so what we did in the Arctic was not only working together with scientists but also artists, and we did like a lot of land art or daily paintings of what we saw and learned, so connected to climate change.
Hello everyone, my name is Robert, and I'm from China, and I'm the representative of my continent, Asia. And I want to tell you, as we know, Asia has a large population, and I think a small behavior can lead to a big change. And I will tell you an example. My project is also about the plastic bottles, and my team we went to elementary school near our school to popularize our project, and we talked with the principal of the school, and then the school bought 2 energy-saving water machines, and now according to our recent research, the school, almost 93% of students can say goodbye to the plastic bottles. So now if I were old, and I would tell my grandson, yeah, when I was young, our activity had changed a school. Okay, thank you.
Hey, hi everyone, my name is Lily Jackson, I'm from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, another daunting trip. But I think a common theme that we're speaking about here is clearly raising awareness of climate change to youth, and that can be a difficult task, but for these people I think it's fairly easy because we recognize how important interpretation is in art. And something that I'm really interested in examining is how art moves away from the rhetoric of fear that is used so often in the media. My own personal experience, I was very reluctant to join the discussion about climate change because I was made so afraid of the issues going on, and consequently I was introduced to the topic through art, in particular ecological literature and more recently contemporary art photography. And I think this allowance for interpretation is very important, and just to quote a photographer, ecological photographer, Edward Vertinsky, he said, "If I said this is good or bad what we're doing to the planet, then people will either agree or disagree. By not saying what they should feel, it allows for interpretation and a new way of thinking." And I think this is something very important that art is able to do, particularly for youth. And I, along with Louise, was on the Cape Farewell expedition to the Arctic, and a lot of it is doom and gloom, as mentioned before. However, when I returned from the Arctic, I was able to collaborate with a talented musician friend of mine, and he composed a piece that was based on some of the images of the Arctic, and one of the movements of this piece depicted the breaking off of ice from an ice cap, but he did it in such a way that allowed people to become very personal with the issue. I think that's what all these people are very talented at. And because this is called Culture Futures, we are the future, and we have some unique ways of expressing our thoughts on this issue, and one of them I think we're going to do for you now.